I did not cover all the topics. That was simply not possible given the time period. I have studied maths, I've been good at maths and not touched it for almost 5 years. Hi, I'm Arushi Chowdary and I'm from New Delhi. I've done my bachelor's in biomedical science from Shahid Rajguru College of Applied Sciences for Women, University of Delhi. After my graduation, I interned at Core Diagnostics for 2 months and then I went on to train as a research trainee at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Center for Biomedical Research, wherein I was conducting experimental biology in the field of molecular biology and biochemistry. Post that, I realized that I wanted to pivot from academia into the corporate sector, and I realized that an MBA would be the best holistic development that I could pursue. So I decided to start my CAT preparation in September 2023 and I appeared for the exam in November 2023. I did not cover all the topics. That was simply not possible given the time period. I decided to go for depth instead of width. So, for example, in Quant, the only thing I could cover was arithmetic, but I had 100% accuracy during CAT 2023, so that worked in my favor. I would tell anyone who is preparing on such a short time to not try and cover everything, not to run after the syllabus, but make sure what they're doing is done to the best of their capacity. So VARC is something I did not do any specific preparation for. Most of it was just the information and the learnings from mock tests. I gave a lot of mock tests. I think it would, within 2 months, it would be upwards of 16, 17 for DILR. You need to develop your acumen. Earlier, I was scoring very low in DILR, single digits, but slowly when you get acquainted to more kinds of problems, you need to just immerse yourself. Sometimes it would take you 4 hours to solve a single set, but you need to put in that effort so that you can go ahead and solve the sets. So my final raw score was upwards of 20 in my final attempt. So yeah, LRDI, I would just say there's no other alternative to practice. Every single week I try to solve 2 full-length mocks. The other time when I was not doing mocks or analyzing mocks, I would spend 60% of my time on Quants because it was more heavy on theoretical concepts, so I needed to do those. And 40% of the time I would spend solving LRDI. In a day, I would try to cover 6 hours of studying every single day. And again, the mix would be LRDI and Quant in those orders. When the days that I would take mocks, sometimes analyzing the mock would take a long time, especially in the early days of my preparation. But yeah, I tried to maintain 6 hours of preparation for every day. One advice that I would repeat, again, go for depth and not width. Width would not really help you in CAT exam when questions are so varied and need really strong acumen. The second would be identify your strengths, weaknesses and the grey area that lies in between. The strengths are something that you can devote about 20% of your time to just to make it even stronger. The grey area is where the rest of the 80% of the time needs to go. This is the area where you have a lot of potential to score, and this is the area that I actually improved my CAT score in. The weaknesses, you can't really do anything about it in 2-3 months. You need a lot of time to work on those. So I would say you need to be very strategic with your planning and you have to have a very clear outlook on where your strengths and weaknesses lie. Most important thing that actually went right for me would be my acumen in the English language. I've been an avid reader since a very, very young age. I have as a teen, I would go through 2-3 novels in a single week. So that has developed my reading speed. I have proficiency certificates in English language and I knew VARC was something I could cover easily. When I realized that, I also decided that I would have to put in time into Quant. While I have studied maths, I've been good at maths, I had not touched it for almost 5 years. So that was something that needed a lot of intensive preparation. I decided to devote most of my time to it. LRDI was something that I decided it would go slow, but when I started doing it, I felt like logical reasoning would be a good place where I could increase my score. So yeah, these are the things that went right. Mostly it was my VARC score. The calls that I had were CAP calls, and then I had a few more calls from baby IIMs that conduct their interviews otherwise. Then I had a call from IIM Kozhikode and FMS Delhi. All of my interviews were very heavy on why I am switching from biology and what have I done in the 2 years since my graduation. The interviews also revolved around my current affairs knowledge and general awareness, because when you are switching from a field that is not within corporate, you need to showcase that you have a curiosity, you have the urge to learn, and that you would be a good fit for the college. One more thing is that FMS places a heavy weightage for VARC. That is something that really worked in my favor. My VARC score was much higher than my Quant or LRDI and helped me get an interview call. For an FMS interview, I would say have a very comprehensive view of how your life has been till now and what you have done in life. My FMS interview was kind of a stress interview, and they grilled me a lot. I don't think I spoke more than 2 lines in any answer except for my TMAY, because they would keep interrupting me and ask me to justify. Other than that, you need to have very strong general awareness. You cannot just say things for the sake of saying things. You need to go into the depth of it. So these are some things that helps you in the FMS interview. Another thing is that your interviews would be very SOP heavy. Do not mention anything in your SOP which you are not sure about or which you cannot justify in your life. Always be very true to yourself and present the best version of yourself.